Welcome back, guys. We're almost done with Season OG, and we had our first Victory Cup of the season just a few days from the end of the season. This Victory Cup went okay, and I sold a bunch of games and did not qual by 2 points. I was off. That's not really the point of the video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the biggest problem with most people not making progress, and what I found what makes it different of a successful day and a very unsuccessful day in playing Fortnite. So we're going to be talking about warm-up. The warm-up, I see a lot of people not doing. A full warm-up consists of increasing your edits, builds, and aim. You want to feel extremely confident and reach your best performance of the day, because that performance you need to keep improving on every single time. So if you're not playing at the max efficiency of how good you are, then you're never really going to improve because you'll be at a different starting point every time. So, I'm going to be talking about a few things about what we're doing for warm-ups, what you should be focusing on, and what makes me feel consistent when I have a good warm-up. I've had a lot of days of good warm-up, and that has really made me improve, and I have definitely been feeling great in this tournament and everything. It has just been going so well with having these long-term warm-ups, and even increasing the length of your warm-up to turn into like a practice session is such a great thing as a beginner and even an intermediate. It just helps so much. If your muscle memory is already pretty good though, I would still recommend doing a warm-up, because most people go into some creative map or something and 1v1 people, which is okay for warming up, but doesn't actually reach the core part of what a warm-up is. A warm-up shouldn't just be getting you slightly warmed up so you can slowly keep warming up throughout the games. You want to be perfectly warmed up and even improving every single day. So what can we do about this? So we have Kovacs we can do for aim training, or any of the Kovacs maps in creative if you're on controller or so. And then you have free building and you have editing. Editing is a very lacked on purpose. Most people normally practice it in free buildings. But I think I found the best method for it is practicing your shapes while editing. There's a bunch of maps and stuff. I can leave one in the comments as well if you guys need one. But there's things that you can put shapes and stuff, like let's say for a 4 edit in the wall, there'll be a circle. So you just trace the circle out, and if you can keep getting better at this, you'll actually keep getting faster editing, because you'll have to move your mouse less to make the edit faster. And if you can really get it good, that's how the pros really do it well. Their edits are so consistent and so purposeful that they have the least point of movement to make the smallest edits. So let's say we're doing a 4 edit, we can do that little circle, or if it's a peanut butter edit, you'll be making that small line right above those squares. And that's really gonna get you better and better. And if you can perfect this, this is how the best players do it, and I think it's very lacked on, and most people are just free building and stuff. Well, I believe for me, free building doesn't really actually work out. I kind of get clumsy, very messy builds and stuff, and it just never goes well. I think it's all about being precise, and you see the best players going from edit to edit perfectly. The transfer from one build to another is very important. I've been trying to work on, which is very hard, but when let's say you're building a stair, you start from the closest part to your legs and then go towards the wall as you finish the edit. It's kind of backwards for most of the edits, but then your edit ends at the beginning of where your wall starts, so you can go right into the wall edit and have a perfect clean transfer. I was watching Polarized, and this is one of the things I noticed when I was watching him, and this made him so good at edits and just so consistent, because he had to move his mouse so much less than any normal player would. And that really makes a big difference. And if you have a mid to low sensitivity, it's very possible to get good with muscle memory on fast sensitivity, but the more precise you get for any sensitivity will get better and better, and you can get to the pro level. We had a great Victory Cup though today, and even though we sold a bunch of times in the end game, like I jumped off a cliff at one point because I didn't realize I didn't have mats and stuff. There were some silly things. I had a very consistent aim and just had a perfect just mindset going into it, which really helped me out. And I think this was probably the best aim and build wise I felt ever going into a central tournament. which is pretty great to feel. And even though it might not have gone the best, as most tournaments don't go the best, there's always something wrong that happens. But it definitely just felt the consistency and that confidence really is where you start to move over to feeling like you're actually good at the game. Once you're able to push people and get kills, that's really where the difference between a good player and a pro. And let's say some people can push people, but you also need the skill to know when is a good time to push and stuff. And you can't just be a brainless lunatic and run at people. I've also been working on approaching boxes very smart and been slowing down my fights so I don't make silly mistakes and have the opponent get the upper hand. And one of the things I struggle with most is the stress of the game. And like, let's say you're in a fight and you get shot, it's very hard to handle. Like, you kind of start panicking if you don't feel like you have a chance to win the fight. And what I was watching Lacey, and what I noticed about him was he had no panic. He just stays in the fight. He doesn't run from the fight, and he just slows the game down, starts making different boxes, and bringing the game to letting him control the game and have the opponent have to bend to his will. That's mostly it, though. I'm actually so unbelievably excited to finally end the season. This season, as you guys know, I did not really like it. We've had some great live streams and stuff, and I've met a lot of great people in the new community and stuff, and I really feel the vibes of our streams and stuff getting so much better. I just love having every single one of you guys be here. It's hard for me to play with every single one of you or anything because I'm trying to make every single second of my day the most efficient as possible, because let's say if I'm only playing 4 to 6 hours compared to somebody with 10 hours, I really got to maximize that speed. And a lot of these players have been playing years longer than me, and I've only been playing for a few months. So I really have to make that big difference in the focus and having every single piece of my time be useful. I will definitely still be doing some controller streams and stuff at my other house. I have a lot of free time over there, and I don't really have a full setup over there. So it'll be very good to get to know you guys and see our community, even though there's not as much stress to be playing well and stuff. If we're just playing like controller or just zero builds and stuff, I've had a lot of great experiences. If you guys want to stop in, that would mean a ton. I know we do stream on YouTube, which is a little bit weird for some people, but I definitely feel like we have a bigger chance to make a better community because everything is on YouTube. We're not separated as a community. Everyone's together, and we all have the same people here and on our live streams, and it's just great to see everything be growing pretty well and all of our videos doing amazingly. We had a 1.5k on a live stream, which I didn't think was possible because it literally doesn't even have a thumbnail and has no like, there's no reason they would click on it. Like, I don't personally see why you click on a live stream that's old. But even though everything's just been going so well, and I just appreciate every single one of you guys being here. If you guys want to count how many times I sold in this tournament, it's probably like over 20. I literally had 1,000 chances to get 2 more points, and the 2 more points just never happened because I either jumped off a cliff or made some stupid push or started shooting somebody in endgame, which was just not a smart decision, or not using my mats when I had them. But that's really it for the video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys stopped by in a stream, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing day and you guys have an amazing week in general. So thank you guys, and see you guys next week.